What is going on, everybody? My name is Ciara Lawler. Welcome back to a very special bonus episode of Movie Mondays. I am joined, as always, by my partner in crime, Mr. Shaun Meehan. Shaun, how's it going?
Connor, frankly, I'm feeling a bit overworked, to be honest. You know, my trait is that I show up to this show with no preparation and no effort put in. And
now, I made you watch football.
Yeah. Football.
But yeah, we are doing this extra, just little bit of a bonus episode because here's the thing: Super Bowl, there's always lots of trailers, but there was one main trailer that came out that it felt like we should talk about, but also Moonfall is close to our hearts.
Yeah, we were too busy doing Moonfall Mondays to replace it with a standard Movie Mondays episode. So we thought, let's just give this its own little segment. For those that don't know, we're talking about Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness Trailer 2.
Especially because if we talked about it on next week's Movie Mondays, everyone's like, I don't give a shit. Like, why does it matter?
Everyone's already talked about this. Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, we said we'd throw in an extra small little bonus episode. And Shaun, I think we should just probably start off with, what did you think of this trailer?
I love this trailer. I do not want to see anything more from this film until it comes out.
No, it's got a very heavy Spider-Man No Way Home vibe.
Yeah, it really does. And I'm only glad, like, Spider-Man No Way Home was kind of up against it because there was 2 years of no movies because of the global bastard. So it was all just theorising and leaks and rumours. Whereas this one, look, it's coming out in May, 3 months, like... I'd like to think they have a tight enough lock on it that it won't be absolutely ruined for me by the time it comes out. To be fair
to them, like, it's a serious lock they've had on it so far, because we've had a discussion a few times over the many months of like, oh, this might be appearing or this person might be appearing, whatever. But I don't think we ever really covered the scope of what this looks to be.
No, yeah, like, and look, it's a trailer, so we're not going to do, like, no spoilers or anything. Patrick Stewart's voice is in this trailer.
Not the man,
but it could be the man. Like, because you see the back of a bald head. It would have to be the man, surely. Which, I think, like, for a fan of, like, comic book movies, it says a lot that he decided to come back to a movie after doing Logan.
Yeah, because he came out and said, like, Logan was the perfect end for him, and I think in a lot of ways it was.
Yeah.
But for him to come back, I would assume it probably is a one and done.
Yes.
Or he appears maybe in another movie, but, like, you're talking one scene. Like, he's not coming back for a movie.
No, but I think as well, like, because this trailer shows us the existence of the Illuminati in the MCU, which is...
That's, if anyone doesn't know, that's who Professor X will be part of. That's in the comic books. You've got 6 of Marvel's heroes, normally including Tony Stark, who are all basically like, we're better than everybody else. We're going to run the whole universe. And if you fuck with the universe, you got to answer those. And so happens, Doctor Strange fucked with the universe. So in comic books, this is exactly where they would send him.
Exactly. Like, there's... And the point of the Illuminati is meant to be that they have a representative from each kind of group in the comics. So you have, like, the Black Bolt is the Inhumans, Namor is the Atlanteans, Charles Xavier is the mutants, Tony Stark is like general humans, Doctor Strange handles the magic shit, and then Black Panther represents the Wakandans. That's generally the way it's laid out. I do think we're going to get an Iron Man Tony Stark style cameo. Probably Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
But, like, they're kind of doing what they did with Spider-Man here, which is they couldn't do a Sinister Six with the villains existing in the Marvel Universe, so they did a multiversal Sinister Six.
Yeah.
They can't do an Illuminati, given certain main character deaths and some people not existing in the universe yet.
Spoilers?
It's been out for 2.5 years. It's fine.
So long.
It's so long. And then, like, so you set up this, you know, the leftover heroes from these universes came together to protect the other universes. I would wager that Kang the Conqueror is involved in this somehow.
I would also wager you've Reed Richards in there. I think also one of the seats will be Benedict Cumberbatch filled in as a different Doctor Strange.
Very possible. Very, very possible. What if, and this is something I had thought, do you know there's been these rumours that Keanu Reeves has been like in talks with Marvel to play someone?
Yes, I suppose. Now, I will say there has been a lot of solid evidence, but go on. Are we doing another not Morpheus, Mephisto?
Another Mephisto. No, what if Keanu Reeves is playing an alternate universe Doctor Strange, which I think he was considered for in like the 90s for one of those movies. Like that could be a good way to do it, because I think like evil Doctor Strange that we see in this is probably the same one we saw in Marvel's What If.
Yeah, I feel like this movie is just What If has come to life. Like you even see all the city and all the buildings, like they're just turning, like they're like universal soup kind of deal. Goo. It's kind of a goo, yeah. And like that's in What If, and so that happened here. It's the exact same. I would say, effect that they're doing. So yeah, I mean, it occurs to me that there's zombies in this. So you've got a like, Wanda zombie at the end.
You could, yeah, like also Sam Raimi as a horror director is the perfect man for the job on this.
Yes, absolutely. Like, when his name popped up, I was like, cool, Sam's back in the game. Let's go.
It's so cool. And correct me if I'm wrong, we also see Kamala Khan in this trailer as like her debut into the MCU.
You have America Chavez as well.
I thought I saw a stretchy arm happening at one point.
It might, to be honest with you, it might be. I know Monica Rambeau. It does look like she is Captain Marvel in this.
Yes, it does.
And I mean that makes way more sense why they brought her into WandaVision. Now she's integrated in this universe, and then you just have a different universe, Monica Rambeau, who is Captain Marvel, and she's just fucking with Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, and like also like Scarlet Witch in this, like she is just full out for herself, and I love it. Like she's not trying to be the hero. She's just like, there's a universe where my kids are alive. That's going to be her story for most of this.
Also, I freaked out. Oh no, actually, one of the seats in the Illuminati has to be Ultron, surely.
You do see Ultron bots that they're walking in. But what if that's a Tony Stark whose Ultron was what it was meant to be?
Who survived? Like the Ultron became the armor around the world or whatever.
Yeah, like he saved his world by creating Ultron or something like that. But also Ultron is like Vision as well. Like
yeah. So how does that work?
And also there is someone, when Doctor Strange is brought into the Illuminati's like meeting room, there is someone walking with like, it's like a spear or a scepter type thing.
Okay.
And I don't know who it could be. It could very well be like another version of Black Panther, or it might be like a Namor, like trident-y kind of thing. Now he doesn't technically have a trident usually.
But was there not a rumour that Namor would be appearing in Black Panther 2?
Yes.
I remember us talking about that. So, I mean, it would make Namor is the Aquaman of Marvel. And he's like one of the very, very first characters Marvel ever created. He's like back from the 1940s. So he's been around forever. He's a bit of a dick, but they haven't introduced him at all.
Angry man.
Yeah, they haven't introduced him at all. This would be the way to introduce him. So he's just on this panel. He
is also technically a mutant. So... bold claim for this movie. It's not going to introduce mutants, but it will sow every seed possible for the mutants to be introduced in the next movie.
To me, it sets up Wanda being like, I want to find others like me. Like, at the end of this movie, she's like, explore mutants in the universe, bring them all in. I want all the mutants here.
What if she says more mutants instead of no more mutants, like she does in House of M?
I mean, that's the way to do it. And they bring in Mephisto as part of the Illuminati, and
it
then
all makes sense.
He becomes the big hero of Phase 4.
Are you fairly sold on the idea that Krasinski is in this as Mr. Fantastic?
I think once that Illuminati panel comes up, if he's not there, what are we doing? Yeah,
very, very true. And I had another question that I wanted to ask, which is, would you have been as excited if James McAvoy was the voice you had heard?
No, but that's only because Patrick Stewart's voice it's iconic. It's in that role. And that's not to take anything away from McAvoy. I think McAvoy is very good. But Patrick Stewart is Patrick Stewart. I think even McAvoy would be like, okay, well, that's Patrick Stewart. So he's pretty good. So I think he works better in that role. Who else could you have got? I mean, Ian McKellen would have been great as well. Like, if you hadn't got either of them and that voice.
Oh my God. Imagine a scene, right, where, like, I don't know, they're in some metal building, or there's a train fight, we'll call it.
If you will.
If you will. But there's some scene where metal is being pulled in two directions, and you have McKellen on one side, and then Fassbender on the other.
We just want Fassbender in this just to have... See, I would actually pick McKellen over Fassbender, but we have to represent Fassbender. He's our guy.
Oh, yeah, like Barry Keoghan should be in this movie, as far as I'm concerned.
I think Barry Keoghan should be Iron Man. The different alternate Iron Man.
I think he should be Scarlet Witch, myself.
There's, of course, Druig from the Eternals movie.
Magic Man.
Magic Man. How's it going, lads? Or how's it going, fellas?
I think it's what do you want, lads?
Oh, what do you want, lads?
Line. Beautiful line.
Oh, gorgeous. But yeah, look, there's a lot of stuff going on here. It introduces a whole bunch more stuff than I thought it would. I don't think they needed to do any of this, to be honest.
I don't think so, but I feel like this is the kind of trailer you would release maybe a month before the movie comes out.
This has a final trailer vibe to me.
It does. Like, because even like the Patrick Stewart reveal, that's not even like the final bit in the trailer. It's just in the middle.
No, I think like you put the Patrick Stewart bit at the very last trailer, very last scene, him walking into the council, and you hear Patrick Stewart's voice, cut to black, say no more. Everyone goes into the cinema being like, oh shit.
Yeah, but like it worries me in a way, because I really like, because there's now has to be a final trailer which will show, pretty much everything.
Don't give us Krasinski. Just leave Krasinski alone.
Leave Krasinski alone. Do not show me Tom Cruise as Iron Man. But that's the one that would really sell tickets, because you have the Iron Man hype and everyone knows who Tom Cruise is.
Look, I understand that, but also I think this movie's going to make a whole bunch of money regardless. I mean, the best part of it is you can promote it without promoting it. I mean, what did they do for Spider-Man? Like, everyone knew, but did you know? Everyone's like, I have to go to see it.
I have to be sure, and I can't be spoiled, so I have to go to the cinema.
Exactly, and so everybody has to go see it. I think you do the same thing here. You don't need to do voices, you don't need to show anything. Like, if you just showed me just even like a tiny second of the wheels, just like the X, that's it, I would be like, okay, I'm in. Which one is it? Is it McAvoy Stewart? We don't know. There's an X person in this.
Yeah, there's some kind of mutant in this. So the 6th of May is a Friday. So 7th, 8th, 9th. The 9th of May, presumably, will be our review of this movie then. Barring anything major going wrong. Opening night, I think. Midnight.
Opening night. Yeah. Oh, I hate midnight shows.
I'm so wrecked by the end of them. I saw Endgame at the midnight showing, and I was in bits coming home.
my friend Connor, who has done this show a few times, he went to see the Star Wars episode 9, but I think they showed episode 7 and 8 first, and then they watched 9.
Lads.
And I was like, lad, why would you do that to yourself? Like, that's just lunacy.
And then you have to watch episode 9 at the end of it all.
But that's possibly the worst part of it. But even if it's a good movie, like, even if you said to me, Connor, you can watch Batman Begins and then you can watch The Dark Knight, I'm like, that's too many movies. I'll watch one tonight, one tomorrow night.
Well, Connor, you can watch Iron Man and then The Incredible Hulk and then Captain America the Winter Soldier and then Thor.
Damn it, I'm in.
And then Iron Man 2. And so on and so on.
Do you want to go Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2 and then Thor the Dark World? I think that's a good trio. One of those films is like my top 5 Marvel films. And then
at least,
the Eternals. So. I think that's a foursome to rival all foursomes.
Knock it out of the park right there.
So, Shaun, we're probably going to have to bring this bonus episode to an end. We could talk about this trailer, by the way, for like another 2 hours. We probably will bring it back up again next week. But this was just like our initial thoughts. We just literally watched it. Shaun, more excited or less excited about the movie? I thought you hated this trailer.
I'm the perfect amount of excited, and I want to maintain this until May. I don't want any new news or information, and should any appear on the podcast, I won't be engaging with it, Connor.
I'll just read the headline and then just silence.
Yeah, we don't cut out the silence. I leave it there to make a point.
Just... Right, well, anyway, there's news about The Rock.
Oh, tell me more.
So, Shaun, that brings an end to this bonus episode. I have been Ciara Lawler. You know all of our socials. They're all probably down below as well.
All linked below. I've been Shaun Mean. Thanks for listening. Let us know what you thought of the trailer as well. And any wild theories, please throw them out there. I really want to read them.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye.